I want that person.
It's a real good story.
Yes.
No, I'm glad he lived. But the award.
Good point.
I'm switching my answer now. There we go.
I was going to say you want it because you're so sweet and it's
Travis.
There's a semi. Game on.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Thank you for wading through our tiny technical difficulties. We're not very tardy.
We're fashionably late. We're
Right.
bougie.
We're being bougie late is basically it.
Yes. Yes.
So we have missed everybody. And before we get into our fun agenda for the night, we want to remind everybody where you can find us. Obviously, YouTube at Bougie Sports, where you want to go. You can comment and play along with us. We are Bougie Sports on Facebook. We are on X at The Real SquadPod, at Bougie Squad and Bougie Sports Squad and Bougie Sports. And then our handles are right here for you to follow us personally as well. And bougiesports.net. I feel like we're everywhere. So I don't understand why
we're getting there.
Why wouldn't you be following us and talking to us? Because we're so accessible.
We're getting there.
We're getting there. So Lysandra is officially back in the land. So
I am.
Tell us, how is your first, close to 30 days? 30 days this year? A little over 30?
Actually, yeah.
A little over 30 now.
35 days, I think.
So how's it going?
It's going great. A lot slower pace. I got to get used to that. I mean, as you know, I'm still working on mountain time hours. I'm still like remote with my job. So I feel like I'm still living in mountain time. I'm having a really hard time adjusting to the time zone.
Yeah.
And so that adjustment's going to take a while, but other than that, it's been good. Humidity, definitely a big change. I mean, I don't mind it too bad, but it's definitely something to adjust to. And I'd have to say just finding your routine again. Nobody really talks about those little things like finding a new hairdresser.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I mean? Or finding a new dentist. Like just those things that you think about, but you don't think about when you until you need it. So, you know.
I know all the people. Just let me know.
All right. I'm going to have to hit you up because I'm having a hard time with that.
Yeah. You forget about that. And then think about the fact too, that, you have kids too. So they also have needs in those areas too. So, oh my God, we'll get you there. You'll be good. Just so happy that you're here. And at a moment's notice, we can all get together and we can do stuff. And now you don't have that feeling like, I really wish I could be there with you guys, because now you just can't.
I know. I could just get up and go. I mean, so far, though, we've been adjusting really well. My daughters in our neighborhood, we have our neighbors across the street have a daughter about my daughter's age and then a little son about my youngest age. So 13 and 10 for me. And I think he's like 9 and she's 14. So it works out. Yeah. I have a really cool neighbor across the street and his only flaw is that he's a Steelers fan. So, but it's okay.
But
he has a good reason though. He said he immigrated from Serbia. Yes, he did, but it was the year that the Browns left for Baltimore. So he said he didn't have a team to cheer for. So he wasn't going to cheer for the Ravens since they stole our team. That's what he said. So he said he picked the next best thing, which was the Steelers. And I was like, But he's a cool dude.
That's good. We'll forgive him.
Yeah.
We'll let him slide.
Yeah, but look at that.
Ooh, yeah, that's right. I know. Oh, well.
Yeah. So
we've got a lot of friggin' things to talk about because we haven't been together since May, really, on here.
Mhm.
And obviously, we're not going to go back that far, but one of the first burning topics in the Cleveland area right now are the Cleveland Guardians. So, oof. I mean, they won yesterday against the Astros. They're actually playing right now, I think it's first pitch 8:10. Isn't that
Is
funny?
it?
I looked down at my phone and it said
That's
8:10.
funny. That's
So I
funny.
think they're playing the Astros again right now. But I know you said you haven't been keeping up with them too much.
I have it. So my my notes for Guardians just say they suck right now. I don't really have a lot to say, but it seems as though they're in quite a slump right now. They're nothing like they were last season. I remember last season where they were on fire and it was all exciting, and I went to the game the day after the 4th, and it was a big
Yeah.
old party, and now everybody's pissed at them. So
Yeah, you know what? It really, I think it just goes straight to the front office. I mean, just all the decisions that they make, the money they don't spend, it's all hitting us right now. And, they're just in order to win any game, it doesn't matter, football, and you gotta score friggin' points, and
yeah,
they're not doing that, and their defense isn't stopping anybody from scoring points.
yeah.
So make it fun.
It looks like they're in a 10-game losing streak,
Mhm.
and they're only batting 166. And we only have Quan and Ramirez that are actually batting above 240.
Yeah,
So,
it's not
yeah,
good.
that's not good.
I know,
No.
and they got rid of Jimenez, who was actually doing a pretty killer job last year stopping runs, and, it's like, "Oh, let's just get rid of him." Mhm. I
Yeah.
mean, they just make terrible decisions. Bo Naylor's not progressing, behind the plate. I mean, he's just not blocking balls. He's not, he's
Yeah.
slow to throw. I mean, it's just,
It's almost like the
it
perfect
goes,
storm because I see
yeah.
here that the batting is not good.
Mm-mm.
It looks like the pitching has been okay, but they have been faltering in key moments.
Mm.
They have a long list of injuries I see
Yes.
here.
Yes.
So it looks like we have quite a bit of injuries. We have some off-field issues, it looks like, with the pitcher.
Ortiz
Yes. So
for gambling.
there's just a lot of distractions, a lot of poor decisions, and just a lot of
Yeah.
overall poor play.
Yeah, and then you get the whole, I like to call it the Kevin Stefanski syndrome. Everybody's like, "Oh, Stephen Vogt needs fired. Stephen Vogt needs
That's
fired."
always how it works, don't you
And
know?
always, go to the jugular of the coach, and to a point, yeah, I mean, they all have everybody. You don't fail by one person only. I mean, it's a
Mhm.
collective effort. So,
Yeah.
yeah, does he have some responsibility? Sure, but, I think that, like you said, it's just like a perfect storm right now. I mean, if I mean, one person gets injured, one person goes out on a leave for gambling issues, and one person goes, I mean, it's just like,
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah.
even Jose Ramirez isn't like stealing bases like he normally would. I mean, it's just a storm. It's
He's
terrible.
everybody it's just a big slump.
It is. It is. So I don't know. I don't know. It's scary right now.
It
Uh,
is, but we do have, other things that are happening in the sports world that are going to keep us distracted from the crappy play of the guards.
yep.
So,
We have some. We've had quite a bit of Cavs news
yeah,
over the
yeah.
last couple of weeks. Some exciting stuff.
Yeah, so the big one though is our friend Heather's guy is
Oh,
gone.
this did break my heart into a million pieces. It
Yeah,
really did, because Isaac Okoro is like one of the most sweetest humans ever.
yeah,
And grant sweetness doesn't win you games and
yeah,
points, but
yeah.
what do you think of this? What are your
I think it can potentially be good, but
Mhm.
Okoro being traded unfortunately doesn't, or sadly doesn't surprise me. He was
Mhm.
not he didn't pan out to be what, we thought he was going to be, a strong wing player. And he hasn't demonstrated consistency. And so I think the Cavs are just ready to move on from him. But to acquire Alonzo Ball, he hasn't played, I believe, in a playoff game. He's got some injuries under his belt. So this one is a little iffy to me, but there's a lot of upside with acquiring Alonzo Ball. And it seems as though he's excited to be here. And I'm actually very interested to see what he ends up doing with the Cavs. I think somebody had said he has a potential to be like an Alex Caruso for us, which, you know what I mean? I could see that maybe. Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah. If he can become healthy, stay healthy, then yeah, that could potentially be something there, because right now, I mean, at first glance, at quick glance, it almost felt lateral to me a little bit. Like, I mean, he's got a lot of potential. I mean, there's that potential there. We've seen what he can do. So let's hope he can be that again. Oh my gosh.
Ed.
It's huge.
It's huge. It's huge.
We love it. We
Yes.
love Ed.
Yes. So we have some people saying it's a solid upgrade if he can stay healthy, which I agree.
Exactly.
He has to stay healthy.
Let's
He
have a
has to
moment.
stay healthy.
Yeah, let's have a moment of prayer. Stay healthy. Because if we sent our freaking Okoro to the Bulls and you come here and
Yeah.
then I'm
telling you, if he can just rehab and stay healthy, I think we've got an upgrade in that position there. Yeah. Yeah. So we have other things going on too here. Sam Merrill got extended.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I excited for little Sammy. At first, the start of the season, I was a little, I don't know about Sam Merrill. I was on the fence. And then the season went along and I was like, okay, I'm seeing some Sam come to life here a little bit.
Yeah, he's definitely been valuable from the 3-point line for us, and crucial times too.
Yes,
some of the shots he's made have come down the stretch and have really helped the team. Yeah,
so well deserved for Sam Merrill. That's Yvette's guy. She loves Sam Merrill. I meant to tag her in that actually when that happened, but I forgot.
Yeah,
but yeah,
good stuff. And then we have the return of Larry Nance Jr. I think that's awesome. I think having a veteran post player on the roster is definitely awesome. And I mean, he wants to be here.
Right. Anybody who has that drive to be here, loves the team already. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up here, dad, and all that. So I think this is great for him to come back. That's awesome.
I agree. I'm excited. I met his dad.
You did?
Midway through the season, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so nice. Yeah.
Nice guy. I wish I'm going to run into somebody here. I got a fangirl out for somebody, I swear. Just
you will.
Yeah. So, I mean, we have other things going on here. Ty Jerome left for the Grizzlies.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I don't love that. And I know Ty Jerome seemed to be like this, right? But when Ty Jerome was
he's on, he's almost unstoppable. I think that I don't know. I don't think we should have let him go.
I don't think so either.
This is the thing. This is the thing behind that is with his solid play, he's probably coming up on a contract renewal. And with that solid play, he can demand more money. And the Cavs are probably not willing to pay what he's asking. And with the Memphis Grizzlies getting rid of Desmond Bane, they needed to fill that void. and
Yep.
he's solid. So I wish him all the
Mhm.
best.
I do too. I mean, if you remember, he was just like all of a sudden we're like, who the hell's Ty Jerome, right? Like he just
Yes.
started going crazy, remember? And we were like,
Uh-huh.
oh my gosh. And
Mhm.
he was killing it, killing it, killing it. And then he started to get into that, and if you notice, it was later in this season that who's that Ty Jerome was showing up, right?
Mhm.
But Max Drews will even tell you that once you get into that playoff atmosphere and into that game, it's a totally, Ty Jerome, even in those later games leading up to playoffs, you could tell something was getting to him.
Mhm.
The
Yeah.
pace, I don't know I can't put my finger on what exactly it was, but
He didn't seem all into it. There was something.
something was off there.
Yeah.
And then I just think I don't know if he just got in his head and freaked himself out. I don't know, but he was not making it happen in those playoff games. He
Mhm.
came in and I was like, normally I'd be like, oh, here comes Ty Jerome. It's on,
Yeah.
Mm-mm,
Oh
no.
my gosh. Oh my god.
Oh
Ed, Ed,
my, I didn't know
Ed.
that last little tidbit.
Oh my god.
So, thanks. See, I love you, Ty Jerome, and
We do wish him well. We really do.
yeah, come see you in Memphis.
I don't
See you
know if
down
I'll
there.
ever go to a game in Memphis, but hopefully I'll go to a Grizzlies game.
It's loud
Here.
in Memphis. Yeah, we can do both.
Definitely.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's a lot going on in the off season, and I feel like there's definitely going to be more moves to be had as the off season goes on. I think well, I don't know. I mean, some of me says there might be more, but then on the flip side, the other thing to keep in mind is uh the Pacers uh
Halliburton.
losing Halliburton, and
Mhm,
then Miles Turner going to the Bucks, I believe it was.
mhm,
There was all this shifting happening in the Eastern Conference, along with the Knicks having just hired their coach Mike Brown, which
mhm,
that's pretty cool. Old Mike
mhm.
Brown is going there, and it seems as though the Cavs haven't made really big moves like some of these teams are making. I
Mhm.
think Halliburton's injury just kind of created a domino effect in the Eastern Conference. It's like a panic, like, and also with the Celtics,
Mm.
Tatum's injury, and now
Ooh, yeah.
people are questioning Jaylen Brown if he's going to get traded or if they should blow it all up. So there's a lot going on, and I'm really interested to see how the Cavs handle the offseason.
Right. Well, they're all kind of in the way you put it, blowing up essentially, because I think I
Hmm.
saw it, and maybe it was, who knows if I was reading anything real. I just saw a quick headline that Halliburton would probably be out all next season with this injury. Um, so, oh my gosh, and when he was injured, my heart just stopped. I felt terrible,
Yeah.
just absolutely horrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, you kind of wonder, but if you look at us, like our core is still good. It's
Yeah.
still there.
Yeah.
So we have some really amazing players that are still there and here to stay. Um,
Yeah.
Feeling good about that.
Yeah. So we're hoping that acquiring Lonzo Ball will bolster the backcourt depth and some of
Mhm.
the playmaking.
Mhm.
We do have a Mike here asking Kevin Love is potentially coming home, or what you think of him potentially coming home when the Jazz buy him out. So what do you think? I think that'd be awesome. Everybody
Oh,
loves Kevin Love.
I love Kevin Love. Love, love.
Love, love.
I love love. No, yeah, I love Kevin Love. Gosh, she's definitely one. There's like no question. Here you go.
That's more of like a, what do you want to call it? Like a, isn't he? I thought he was going to be retiring. So even if he just signed to retire, I mean, that would be
Right.
great too. So
This is a more feasible thought than the whole LeBron blow up that we had around 4th of July.
yeah.
I like saying, guys, he's from Akron, okay? What do
Mhm.
people do around the holidays? They come home for the holidays. Okay, this is not new news.
Yeah.
He's not
Yeah.
coming here to come back to the Cavs. Calm it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see a lot of people wanting that to happen.
Mhm.
But I mean, if he wants it to happen, it's going to happen because it's LeBron.
Yeah, it would be a major disruption to the core
I think so.
to bring him back.
And we'd have to give up a lot to get him if he
Yes.
is to be involved in a trade. And that right there, it's like
Uh-uh.
a lot of franchises are not willing to. I mean, even with the caliber player that LeBron is, who's willing to blow up their franchise just for to get one or two seasons tops out of him?
Right. Well, he throws a tantrum on your court.
No, I'm not going to do it. I'm
I'm
a
just
LeBron loyalist. I'm not going to do it.
I'm just saying. I love LeBron. I love
I
him.
do too. Oh
But
yeah,
why does he act that way? It makes me so mad.
because he can get away with it. And I mean, that's
Get off the floor. Act like the freaking champion you are.
yeah.
Anyway. And
Anyway.
we also have a special Cavs moment to share.
We do, huh?
Yes, for this week, which would be no surprise that we are celebrating this here on the Squad Pod.
Oh, that. I was like, what? My short-term memory is shit. But this is the what now?
It is the Struciversary. So let's give a little congrats to my man, Max Struess. This is the anniversary of the signing of his 4-year contract with the Cavaliers. I'd probably get in trouble for not remembering the exact date, but I'm pretty sure it was the 6th of 23.
Close enough. I came up with that a last minute Struciversary, so
Yeah.
I'm more proud of that than
Yes. So that is our great Cavs update and happy anniversary to my Maxers for his signing of the 4-year contract. So
yeah.
now we get to talk about the third team in this city that always loves to give some headlines.
There's always off-season talk. I mean, where do you want to start? Let's go there.
I don't know. Do we start out with the hot topic of today, which seems to be the unclaimed funds? I mean, it's been a topic, but today for some reason isn't there another lawsuit coming now because of the unclaimed funds? Did I see that right?
I haven't seen the most recent news, but just overall, I found that interesting. I have never heard of this before. So it's kind of an interesting topic to me.
It is. And let me just tell you all something. Have any of you went on and looked to see if you have unclaimed funds? Because I went in there and I had $35. Okay. So I was like, well, I'm not giving $35 to Jimmy Haslam, so you can come give me my $35. But then, my sweet dad in heaven, oh, yes, Ethan. So my sweet little dad in heaven who passed away, I'm his power of attorney. And I looked and pages of unclaimed funds of my dad's.
Wow.
Pages, hundreds of dollars. So I have to print all these out and send them in to claim the money. But if you are someone out there that, you have a parent, your next of kin or something like that, I mean, you have to look into everything. There is obviously tons of money out there that people aren't claiming and it's your money.
And who wants to give the Haslams more money?
Right. Come off your wallet.
Yeah, for real. Like, come on now. For real.
Mm-hmm. And all you have to do is put in your little Google, Ohio unclaimed funds, and it will come up, and it's very easy to search and look for it and see if you've got any cash.
I don't.
Go retrieve it. Go get it. That's right. And what else about that stadium?
Oh gosh, they just purchased the land. It's just moving along. It's like I feel like all this litigation and everything is for what? Because it's going to go through anyway.
Right. I mean, I think I can tell people this now. It's out in the open, but when I was in that focus group that they invited me to talk about what we would want in a stadium, the first thing they said to us in that room was, "Just so you all know, this is a done deal."
So I ask.
Right. They just wanted, and what's also crap is they wanted our ideas of what we wanted, and everybody around that table said, "You have to replicate the Muni lot there. You have to. That is a tradition. It's something that we love to do as fans, blah, blah, blah. We have to have it." What are they doing? Like an organized tailgate.
We can't, what, just give us a little sandbox for all of us to play and just throw us in the back over there somewhere and just let us go to town. Like,
Give us
even
the
if
IX
it's in the
in our
back.
parking lot. Right? Give us the IX in our parking lot.
Horrible.
Yeah. So this is
Some things that just shouldn't be touched, and I think that things like the Muni lot is what makes being a Browns fan like fun. Now it's going to be, I don't even want to say this, but it's going to be all like bougie and shit.
I mean, we don't mind bougie here, but
Yeah, but when it comes to being a Browns fan, no,
I
can't do that.
know.
You can't. They're gonna start making these games inaccessible to the average Joe, and that's, I think, what made even the Browns, just lovable. It was more affordable to go see them play and to cheer them on, and now it's gonna be a lot harder for the average working man and woman.
Right. A blue collar town,
Mhm. Yeah.
and the other thing is, when you think about it, someone said this, I can't even remember who it was, said something about it's now going to feel very corporate
Yes.
because you're going to have all these companies, but the seat prices, I mean, forget season tickets. Yeah, that's so right. It will be a resort by the airport
Yeah.
because the PSL is so high. It's like buying a car, like, and an expensive one at that, $50,000 over 5 years for your seat. Stop
Mhm.
it.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. So that is corporate money right there, and that's, I feel, what they're going after.
Yeah. I
Forget
mean,
the speed.
so Ethan brought up a point. Even if the Browns
Mhm.
renovated the stadium or built one downtown, it would be expensive as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it would keep the whole spirit of the
Lake.
Browns being in Cleveland. I mean, I think things are just changing so much now. Everything is just so corporate driven and money driven that they forget about the people who made the Browns what they are.
Mhm.
The Browns, the fan base, the people who actually support them and cheer them on even when they suck and go 0-16.
Right? We still love you, fools.
Yeah. So yeah. Oh,
So,
check it out. Hi, Roger.
hi, Raj. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. May Jesus be with you, because that is like the scariest moments of my life ever.
What? The hills of Summit County?
The student driving
Oh,
with a
I
teenager.
was like student practice driving. Oh,
I aged like a decade in a car with Dominic for the first time. I was like, ha, ha.
I don't even think I was. I'm not. I haven't had that moment yet. But
Good God. May Jesus be with anyone going through
if
that.
anything, my mom scared me. She was always like, "Don't do that!" And
That
I'm
was
just
me.
sitting behind the wheel, like, stop.
Oh, it's so scary. It's so scary.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
Browns news. Any other Browns news that we have lately?
Oh my gosh, yes, there is. We have a few other things to talk about.
Yeah.
With all that stadium stuff that was changing, this had to change too. So,
Mhm.
this is what's funny is our tax dollars go to these people voting on this crap.
So ridiculous.
They're like, we need to change it so that little loophole of the city and the state in it. I'm just like, so yeah, that's one other thing that came out in the news that I saw, and I was just like, great. So this is what we're paying our lawmakers to talk about. But whatever. That's for another day, and I just had to get off. I'm off my soapbox, and I just had to get that off my chest. I think that's ridiculous. I was like, y'all voted on this?
Right. There's way too much time on this baloney. And I saw that there was another lawsuit filed or something today, and it had to do with the unclaimed funds, but something else. There's another one. I'm like, stop. They're gonna win. Okay. They're gonna build this thing. Just let it go. Let it go. You're not nobody's stopping it.
Yeah. But in other news, something positive about the Browns is that this season is 40 years of the dog pound.
Oh, yay.
So
they're going to do something the first game, I think, for that, is it?
I believe they are. I just know that it's they will be celebrating it with a Dog Pound XL season-long initiative. So the Dog Pound 40 XL. I said XL is fucking Roman numerals.
Just so you all are aware, we are trying to be PG with our profanity here on the SquadPod. So that's why Lysandra stopped with that.
I had to put that there because it made me laugh, and I'm just going to change the subject because that was a total slip.
We're gonna put jars up here with us, and every time one of us, we're gonna put money in it.
Mm-hmm.
So fun. Anyways, darn it.
We were doing so well. All right. Let's just move on. How about this? Who's going to London? Do we have anybody watching that's going to London?
Oh yeah, when you hear anybody out there, I do know a very large group of people that are going to London.
Do you?
Mm-hmm. There is quite a group that is going, and a matter of fact, there are some travel agents that will help you with the process. A matter of fact, that game is very close to being sold out. And at first, it's funny. I forget there's another team playing. Like, yeah. I'm like, how's it selling out? And then I'm like, oh yeah, the Vikings are playing too. So maybe some of their fans want to go. True Fan Travel. That's right. That's who it is.
Ethan.
Would you ever want to go to one of those games?
I think that would be awesome. That would be definitely something I would want to do. I would be there. I'd be trying the fish and chips and all that stuff.
London is amazing. So, see Big Ben, Parliament.
Oh, we have one. John.
John, you are going. Hi, that's my friend John. I love him.
Awesome.
I'm so well. He has friends over there, Liverpool area. Maybe I could be wrong, but yeah. And then of course Paul Brown is ready to show everyone the town whenever that they get over there. So fish and chips, yes.
Yeah.
Great. They have some great stuff over there in London.
Awesome.
But it would be good. You know what? Though, I think if I was going to go to a away game, I think I want to go to Vegas.
No, I wouldn't remember the game.
That's okay.
I probably wouldn't even make it in. I'd probably get kicked out. That's how it always happens with me. But leading up to that game, you're going to training camp, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. So we're going on the 25th. Actually, I have the 25th and then the 30th as well. What a freaking crapshoot getting those tickets. Did anybody out there get tickets? Tell me if you're able to get tickets.
Yeah.
I am now a season ticket holder. So I was able to get in the day before to get the tickets. But here's the thing. As a season ticket holder, you can still only get 1 day and 4 tickets. And I'm like, well, that's crap. You should at least give season ticket holders a couple sessions.
Yeah.
And then the next day open it up to the public.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah,
I don't know. Right now, just so everybody knows, if you're freaking out about it, they are doing a lot of renovating. And if you went last year, that whole one side was under renovation. So they had to squish everybody over here. And that's why there were limited tickets. And I think that maybe they're doing opposite. I don't know. But it is under construction. So that may be why.
Yeah. Oh, well. We do have more news. Did you
Mm.
want to talk more news or do you want to share pictures? So we could either talk about the
Maybe.
news. You want to talk more news?
Let's talk some news. We still have some more news.
Okay.
Maybe pictures on then.
So recently, we have like a new quarterback and then we have another guy that got injured and recently in the news, we heard that he has decided to give his services to Shadur under his wing. I saw that and I was just, I don't know how to feel about it. And then we have Quincy Avery, his quarterback coach, taking shots at Dion as well, talking about his coaching style and him basically calling him selfish. And so, I anticipated, and we talked about this with Shadur coming to the team, that it was going to be kind of a media circus. And so far, they have fulfilled the expectation here.
Yes.
So yeah, with this, I have lots of feelings about it, and a little bit of a backstory.
Mhm.
I was talking to my husband about this, and I actually saw the headline kind of mentioning this. But when Deshaun Watson went down, you remember that whole controversy with some people, and I never applaud an injury, so that wasn't,
No.
But Dion stepped in and supported Watson and said, that was messed up, all this other stuff. So I really find it interesting that his quarterback coach would be talking crap to Dion or about him, especially when your client is mentoring his son. So I just think that's all just a really messy situation. And I don't know. What do you think about it?
I think so too. I think, Deshaun he just grasps at anything. He just, he doesn't like not being the center of attention.
Or not being liked. I know it bothers him. He says it doesn't, but it does.
It's got to bother him.
Otherwise, why would he block someone like me?
Right. What the heck? I checked the other day. I was like, am I blocked?
Oh, he might block you now. Now that we're talking about it, he probably will block you now.
His people are probably watching, But I really, how do I say this in a neutral way?
Yeah.
Do I really feel like Deshaun Watson has nothing to give Shadur?
He has a lot.
No, exactly. That's what I mean. I can't say that he doesn't have tips that he could give him from a quarterback perspective. Right. So, but when we hear Deshaun Watson's going to mentor somebody young, we all go into him, who he is, as who we think he is as a person. Right. But technique wise, Clemson, Deshaun Watson, Texans, Deshaun Watson.
I mean, even though he's not, definitely not in his prime anymore, he does have a football perspective that can, that can provide, some value to Shadur. But I think that, for him to announce, it didn't have to be announced. Let's just say that. No. Take him under your wing and do what you have to do. But whoever leaked it out, if it was him, shame on him. Because we don't care about you. So, I just...
he just wants in the graces. You know what I'm saying? He wants in the conversation. That's he's out of the conversation. Because when you talk about our quarterback room, at the end of the list, you go, oh, that's right, we still have Deshaun. He is the last thought. Even behind Kenny Pickett, he's our last thought.
I'd be like, who? For who? Who?
Right, what? Oh, crap, that's right. He's still on our team in all technicality.
Yeah.
So in other Deshaun Watson news, I'm sure everybody saw he got married.
Yeah.
I've only seen this little clip, and he's coming into his reception. Now, this is really funny, you guys.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't turn up the volume on it, but they come in and it says they're surrounded by family and friends. I don't see anyone. Like they're walking in and you'd think you'd see people in like the purple or whatever, nothing, you know? But he's in these like silk shorts with like this silk button down top that matches. And I swear to God, you guys, I should have wore it tonight. It's my Victoria's Secret summer pajamas, okay? Like they're solid pink and they got a black piping. Okay, all the ladies know when he have these pajamas, okay? He is very into fashion. I'm like, why didn't you go to Dolce & Gabbana and get like a nice suit design for yourself or something? I mean, I understand your reception and people do casual it down, but why are you wearing my Victoria's Secret pajamas to your reception? That's all I need to know. Why are you wearing them?
Maybe they're unisex pajamas. I don't know.
Or call Louis Vuitton. I mean, I don't know. Gucci, you have all, I mean, they probably are high. They're probably not Victoria's Secret. They're probably high-end men's pajamas, whatever. Let's be real. But
perfect match. You couldn't help but notice. That's the bougie in you.
The first thing I noticed, I'm like, he's wearing my pajamas.
Mm-mm.
So that's our Deshaun Watson news.
Yeah. Well, I mean, outside of that, I mean, we did hang out for the first time already.
Did
David Njoku had his celebrity softball game.
in June.
And we have some fun stuff to share.
Yes.
So let's go ahead and get that pulled up. So I made that little graphic. I thought it was kind of good.
Our lovely pictures.
Yeah.
We saw all of our friends. Up in the top there to the left, like in the middle of Heather and I, and that is Mac Wilson's wife.
Is it now?
Yeah, I was standing there and Heather was talking to somebody and I was just kind of standing behind them. And she walks up to me. She goes, "You're so cute. I just really want to hug you. Can I hug you?" And I was like, "Okay." She's like, "You are the most adorable tiny thing." And so she's like hugging me. And so I'm like, okay. So I'm talking to her just about life and whatnot. She's like, "Oh, my husband's Mac Wilson." And I'm like, "Oh,
that's
okay."
awesome.
Yeah.
I love it.
Love her. She's like, "What?" So we started following each other on social media and whatnot, but she's adorable. I'm like, "You need to move back here."
Aw.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah. Lots of pictures that we were able to take, and I just had a blast with everybody. I wanted to try to fit everything in one page, but I just kind of picked a bunch and put them up. So enjoy.
They're lovely. I do. That was such a fun time.
It was a fun time. I mean, we were wandering the stadium, and it was rainy at first, but it ended up clearing up, and it did start so late. That's the one thing.
You know what? That is the thing about that game, and just so everyone's aware too, it happened last year too.
They were late.
Year, it ran late. But last year it was in the afternoon. It was a Saturday. It was really hot.
Yeah.
Where this year they did a Thursday night, which number one is inconvenient. But then number two, if you're starting late, it's nice to work the next day. You know what I mean? I didn't have to work the next day, but it just, they started way too late. They were over an hour late. And they did that last year too. And but it was a good time.
Yeah.
I took a couple videos.
You did. Let's take a look here. You got a couple of the players warming up.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see what we got here.
I tried to commentate a little bit.
Yeah, let's pull that up here.
Not too shabby.
We have another one here.
Is this Grant? Now Grant dealt with cat. Ooh.
He's not doing as well as the others. Let's see. Oh no! Does he have a Yankees on his hat? That is not
That is not good.
Oh my God.
Yankees, New York, baloney in Cleveland.
And then we have one, doesn't have sound, but Yvette gave us a few pictures too. So I wanted to share that really quick too.
He always gets good stuff.
Yeah. Signing. Yeah.
Ella.
Yep. And then I remember that you were wearing that thing that works out your body,
Yeah.
that muscle workout
Njoku
thing.
Strong. It's David Njoku's brother
Uh-huh.
has a fitness center in Westlake.
Okay.
And I'll tell you something. I felt it a little bit while that was on my biceps. I could feel it and I was like, "Oh, yeah, I feel that." But the next day, I felt like I did a million curls. I was like, "Oh,
Damn.
I
Damn.
haven't had that on very long."
Damn.
Oh, another hot topic we have for Cleveland too, real quick, when I talk about it, is the WNBA.
Yes. Hold on a second.
Yes, so we have the WNBA coming to the land. There's not a team name yet, right? Did I miss it?
I've yeah, initially everyone's like the Rockers are back, and then I heard that they weren't going to use the same name, but
Mm-mm.
either way, I think this is great. I mean, I I have my feelings about it initially because I remember when the WNBA first came out, and that's a whole other story because I actually wanted to try out and everything, but there was such a double standard back then in women's sports. And it's come a long way, but I had a little bit of a beef with them because they want you. At the time I was only maybe 19 and I wanted to try out, and they said you either have had to play in Europe for 2 years or have a bachelor's degree.
At 19?
Yeah, that's one of the two. You had to have one or the other.
One or the other.
And that's kind of hard to do. And I found it counterproductive when you're trying to start up a new league. You would think that you want the best of the best. That same year, I believe, maybe a year or two before after, Kobe Bryant came into the league out of high school. So, it was one of those things where I was a little salty about the WNBA for a while. But, I just think that, with Caitlin Clark and all of these amazing players. I mean, there's amazing players before Caitlin Clark, but I think that it's all about timing. And she just happened to be at the right place at the right time. And now she's starting to put women's basketball on the map at a level that we don't, that we've never seen before. Yeah. I mean, when when she was first out injured, I believe it was the ratings went down by like 50%.
Oh, wow.
Something crazy like that. Yeah, the ratings for their games because she was not playing. So they know that she is their cash cow.
Star.
So I'm really excited to see the WNBA come back to the land. It gives me something to take my little girls to, which is super exciting. Fortunately, my daughters got to see Caitlin Clark in Indiana with their grandmother. So that was really cool. And she got the game program and all that stuff to keep from her rookie year. So that's a really cool little collectible.
That is.
Yeah.
Even though we have people that like to talk poop.
Hey, Miss Cunningham, I am so disappointed in you.
Me too. I have just loved her to pieces.
And then she opened her mouth about Cleveland, and now we're like,
nope. And Detroit.
Yeah.
Like, and then she tried to back that train up. I'm like, oh, girly, it's out there. You know
what's said is said.
You know what? The first reaction out of someone's mouth is the true reaction. It's always the true. What you initially think in that moment comes out. That's how you really, really feel.
Yeah.
And people got up her behind after it. And that's where she tried to change her tune. But no, you meant it. That's what came out of your mouth the first time around.
Said what you said.
You said what you said. You can't put it back in. So I don't want to hear about it.
What is the old saying? You made your bed. Now you got to lay in it.
Yes. Pull up the sheets, chickie. Anyway.
Oh, we do have some chit chat about um a movie that's coming out on Friday.
Yes. Okay, I'm getting like really excited. And I think the reason why I'm getting even more excited about this movie is
Because of this.
well, yeah, that, but also, yes, but also because there is so much excitement around this movie.
Mhm.
You can't look anywhere and not see David Cornsweet's sweet face on something. Like
And you said he smelled good too.
he did, and he's in a rubber suit and he still smells good. He's so cute. He's so adorable. Yeah, he looks like Max. He and Max look alike. But
Oh.
but anyway, everywhere I turn, like I went by Dairy Queen and there's a Superman Blizzard. I'm like, geez, he's everywhere.
It's
Like,
gonna be everywhere, and we do plan on visiting all the different sites.
yes, we
Me,
do.
you, and Yvette, and we're going to go to all the different parts of Cleveland where Superman was filmed and
Mhm.
just take pictures and be fun and merry and have a good
Yes.
time.
So after Friday, when we see it, because we're all going to get together, we are getting together.
Mhm.
All of my fantastic friends and
Yeah.
family are coming out on Friday morning very early. We're going to see the very first viewing out here. And I'm so excited to see it with everybody. And after that, and I know where I'm at and what scenes made it, and then I can talk about it. And I think then that'll be good that I can, tell you guys how the whole day flowed as we walk through Cleveland and okay, this is where we did this and this is where we did that. Like right now, I can't talk about that until
Mhm.
this movie comes out. So then once it does, we can do that. Thursday night, I'm going to a premiere party
Yes.
for
Pictures, or it didn't happen.
right. So I was invited to a premiere party with the casting agency. So just going to go hang out with those great people that I got to spend the day with, and I'm excited to see everybody again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So we are coming up on almost an hour. So we have another guest to bring on to kind of give some insight as to what's happening in the off season. So without further ado, let's bring Posh on. Welcome.
Hello.
Oh, hi. How are you guys?
Good. How are you?
Great
How are
seeing
you?
We saw each other. We got together a little bit at the David and Joku event, and I'm just so excited for Lana this July 4th. I'm gonna have to take a rain check on coming in town.
I
You know, my
know.
boyfriend's health comes first, but
Oh
I
yeah.
want to. First of all, I want to give you guys all the thoughts and prayers. One of my biggest tweets was, asking for prayer for my boyfriend.
Yes. Yeah.
After the softball event, his health changed. After the softball event, something happened with his health. And
Oh no.
this is a guy who can pick me up. This is a guy, he's a strong guy. You guys saw him. He was at the event
Mhm.
with me. I think I got a picture. I sent you a picture of us
Mhm.
together. And we got back home from Cleveland, and it wasn't COVID or anything like that, but his health changed. So
Mm.
he's on, and I really appreciate everyone's thoughts and prayers, and it really helped. It really made a
Good.
difference. It really encouraged me, and he's on the mend. Our pastor visited
Good.
him. He's on the mend, and he's maybe watching right now if he's awake right now. But I had to, he was all for it. He wanted me to take this time to, you
Mhm.
know, step off and be with you guys. And I'm thankful for this experience because I know what it's like to be a caregiver. I know what it's like to nurture and support and
Mhm.
be a caregiver and be an advocate at
Mhm.
hospitals. And thank God I'm blessed to have a great hospital system here in St. Louis.
Mhm.
But I'm glad this is going to really help me, in my nursing career to
Mhm.
understand what caregivers go through and the
Yeah.
sacrifice, everything. It's been really great experience, but it was great
Good.
seeing you guys at
You
the Joku
too.
event. It was kind of soggy. It was kind of soggy. I know it was kind of soggy there, but But the greatest thing about this softball event, I got the video clip of the year. Anything with Shador, everything at Shador with Shador is big. While we were there was this mom, Josh Cribb's mom. Josh Cribb's mom was in front of us. She came out of nowhere and quickly got a selfie with Shador. The Shador magic. She ran over. I don't know where she came from. We were all sitting there because I just happened to sit next to two people who were they attended Kent State. And so we screamed. So I had another screaming moment like last year, guys. So we screamed because we were all alumni at Kent State. Josh Cribbs, who is from Kent State, was there and who played football at Kent State. So his mom was there and she looks good. And out of nowhere, she came and ran up to him, and then ran away.
You're like, wow.
Yes. So seeing you guys was great, but getting that video, talking to Shador was equal to when the last year. It wasn't as special as last year, guys, because when I got the video clip of Travis Kelce up close and talking to Deshaun Watson up close. I'm sorry, Deshaun Watson's horrible, but he gives me gushy feelings. But it wasn't as special as talking to I got to talk to more players last year up close, but talking Shador was awesome. You guys got the clip?
Yeah, I got the clip. Let's get it.
Sandra's going to play it.
And then we'll talk.
Did you spend Father's Day with your dad, dear? Did you have to?
I was at home. I called him though.
Okay, dear. I'm praying for him.
So cute.
Yes. I wanted to get like a different take. I believe that Bougie Sports, we are awesome. We have awesome personalities. Our founder, Yvette, is awesome. And I always want us to get like go from the different angle, get the stats, get the scores, but go from a different angle. And I knew someone would not ask him about Father's Day because, as you know, Dion is still on the men. And I tweeted how anybody else would have spun it, because he was going through the heat of his ticket issue.
Yes,
the softball event. That's probably why the after party was I heard the after party was kind of timid, and I don't know if it was a big bang like last year downtown. It was not big. But he made sure, I guess they made sure he went home. But
you're going home.
Yes.
Going 35.
Get him a driver.
Exactly. But in the midst of all of this gentleman did not lie. He didn't say, "Oh yeah, I had a hokey moment with my dad and we fished and ate candy and ate divinity." Right. He didn't say a hokey thing. He didn't spin it. He told the honest truth. And there is something honest in his face. I think he may not be a superstar. I don't know. We don't know what the future holds. I'm tempering my feelings, but he is
he's charming.
He's
got a charm to him.
Yeah. He seems very sweet.
Genuine and charming.
For sure.
Charming.
And he's good looking. He's got his dad's looks.
He's adorable.
Shiloh is the one that gives me the most gushiest feelings. Shiloh is hilarious. You guys got to see Shiloh. They were mimicking Dad recently. He and his pals are mimicking Dad. It's hilarious. You got to find it. Change the narrative. Dropped it today. It's hilarious. Dion. So prayers for Dion. When you go to sleep tonight, guys, prayers for Dion, prayers for my boyfriend. Just everybody be on the men. But it was a great meeting up with you guys, getting the Shador video. And the next thing coming up with me, barring, my boyfriend being stable, I'm going to get back into Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
Get back to Hard Knocks. Now, Hard Knocks is starting off with the Buffalo Bills August 5th.
Okay.
August 5th. Now, August 5th, it's the Buffalo Bills training camp. And I want, I've been going to X Spaces of all the other brands. I I want all of our NFL teams the fans to know Bougie Sports is here for them to support them. So I've been in X Spaces with Bills. It's going to be the NFC East. So August 5th is the Buffalo Bills training camp, and there's some storylines there. Amari Cooper is still not signed yet. Elijah Moore is signed, so this is a redemption period for him. I love Deion Dawkins. I want to see how Mitch Trubisky, how is he going to be? How does he do, matriculate his back up to Josh Allen? There's some stories that will be, percolating in the training camp. I want to see how those rookies go. Also, I think it's Sean Brooks, our greatest fan, Sean Brooks. There's a running back, Abu Sama, at my son's alma mater, who's awesome. Number 24, same number as Nicholas Jamal Chubb. But the running back, Abu Sama out of Iowa State, my son's alma mater. I tweeted how I would love for Shador to hand off to him. He's like, yeah, the Buffalo Bills. I'm like, yeah, Sean Brooks has a good point. So I want to see Buffalo Bills and see if that will be a good landing spot next year's draft for running back Abu Sama out of Iowa State under Matt Campbell. So I want to see if that is on there. And then later on in December is Hard Knocks NFC East with the Bills, the Commanders, the Cowboys, and the Giants. The Giants, Russell. Yeah, with Russell. So that will be interesting for me, as well as supporting you guys. Addicted to Canva now.
It's a fun little app.
Canva. But yeah, supporting you guys throughout you guys' projects. I'm so excited to see Heather and her college sports, how she lights up college. I want to support Lysandra and anything you do for UFC, and Lana, you tie it all together with your news and pop culture, and we want to see. And then December we're going to be getting into Cavs, so it's going to be a fun time. I think
it'll be here before you know it, Posh.
It is.
I know.
And Posh, tell us, you're going to be back with some your episodes. So are you going to be coming on every week? Like every single week? Is it every week that you're
with the pod?
Yeah.
When you start August 5th, are you coming on August 5th?
Yeah, August 5th, I'll do a copyright protected live watch like I did before.
Got it.
Yeah, okay. Copyright protected live watch of it August 5th. For you guys know, that is on HBO Max.
Yes.
So I always like to shout out the corporation that's doing it, but I will copyright protect it. Okay. And what I do is I do commentary. I'm quiet at the sensitive parts and things like that, but I do respect and do commentary on there, and it worked really well. It worked really well.
All right. So
right on.
That's what Posh has coming up, so don't miss it. And we will obviously all be promoting that out. She'll be posting. We'll be, posting for her. We will be back with the Squad Pod the first Tuesday in August. I can't believe we're just talking August already. I can't even.
And guess what?
What?
August will be 2 years that Squad Pod has been going live.
Oh wow!
Okay, we need to do an anniversary episode then.
Shopping. I need an excuse to go.
A bougie-versary.
It's so full of anniversaries in here.
Yay!
I have some ideas.
Do you know what today is?
Oh yeah! It's a bougie-versary. Bougie-versary.
We had a Struce-versary today. And then our bougie-versary.
It's a celebration, everybody.
It's everybody's anniversary. So we will so we'll be back in August.
Yeah, but make sure in the meantime that you follow us on all of our pages. Bougie Sports.net is the website. We have the Bougie Sports Squad, a Bougie Sports on X, YouTube, Facebook, all the good places. So don't forget.
Yes.
Subscribe.
You guys, love your comments. I love our fans. They make my day. They make my day when I take my my lunch break at work. Their insight. I learned so much from Sean Brooks. I learned so much from our fans. I just love them. They just make my day. They make my day. When it's hard when you're a nurse, sometimes as a nurse case manager, but if they really do make my day. Our fans are awesome.
Great. Yeah, agree. And James, who always comes on this is the second year that he has come on, and we've done a shot of Bertram's mustard before the season has started.
Yep.
And now they're up 5-1. And I'm wearing my Guards gear.
Hi, Joe.
Hi, Joe. Go Guards.
I want to just get all the comments in and make sure that
Hi,
we
Joe.
didn't
What
miss
you
anybody.
know?
Yeah.
Didn't miss anybody before we jump off here.
Yeah.
All good?
Yeah.
All right. So have a great night, everybody. We will see you soon. And go Guards.
Take care. Love you guys.
Bye.
All right.
See you
Bye.
soon.
Go see Superman.
Yes, I'll see it the same weekend it comes out.
Yes, see it this weekend.
Yes.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.